Hello, Gemini. How you doing, Gem Gems? We are going to do a reading for you. We're going to first start with the Divine Animals Oracle deck, and then we're getting into the Oracle of the Radiant Sun and the Rider-Waite Tarot. We're going to ask, what is your ego consciousness energy right now? So your conscious ego, what is the energy of that? Then we're going to ask, sort of like tying into your spirit guides, God, the heavens, what are you being asked to release? What are you being asked to embrace? What is a hidden positive factor that you are unaware of? And what is the energy that is approaching you? Gem Gems? Geminis. Okay, your ego consciousness is companionship. Wow, loyal. You might be showing specific loyalty to someone here. This could be a friend. This is an amazing card. So you're basically showing up as a firm and ethical friend. You're someone who seeks loyalty and honesty in your friendships. You support, you don't compete. Change or accept what you don't like about yourself. That's your ego consciousness. What are you being asked to release? Cycles. You're being asked to release cycles. Live like the cycles of nature, and you will rarely be disappointed. Seek balance. Plants do not blossom all the time. Be patient. So it's almost like you don't need to be patient right now. Like, don't live in a cycle. Don't live in a cycle. Don't pay attention to the cycle that you're in. Or there's a cycle changing. Maybe, I want to say, like, you have to be aware of the cycle that you're in. But maybe there's a cycle that's starting to change for you here. What are you being asked to embrace? Ancestors. That's interesting. You are the carrier of an ancient bloodline. Family dysfunction stops here. Honor those who honor you. Individuate on your own terms. Oh, this feels like this cycle stops here, right? What are you being asked to release? A cycle. There's a cycle here that you're being asked to release, right? That's what that. And then here, what does it say? Individual on your own terms. Family dysfunction stops here. I thought this said cycle. Anyways, but that's what it is. Like, family dysfunction stops here. So is that the thing? Is there some type of family dysfunction that you're stopping? Embrace that. Release this cycle of dysfunction. So there's something happened, like a carrier of an ancient bloodline. Something you and your ancestors have been repeating over and over again. That cycle stops with you. That cycle stops with you. Maybe this has to do with being like a loyal companion, ethical and firm, and like a good friend, being honest. Maybe like a lot of your ancestors are not like that, or they haven't been like that in relationships. What is a hidden positive factor that you are unaware of? Prosperity. Prosperity is coming to you. That's what it says on the back of the card. Expect a new income stream. That sounds exciting. Clear energy in your home or office. Don't be afraid of, what did I write there? Don't be afraid of sweets. What I wrote there. Oh, Cindy. Don't be afraid of, I think it's success. It looks like sweets. Just don't be afraid of sweets. Watch your blood sugar. Don't be afraid of sweets. There's a hidden positive factor here. This prosperity is coming to you. You might be getting a new income stream too. It's a good time to clear energy in your home or office. Yeah, okay. What's the energy that's approaching you? Ooh, authenticity. Discover who you really are by revealing your true self. Don't pretend to be something you are not. You'll attract the wrong things. Negotiating positions with others sometimes. Boundaries. Discover who you are authentically. You're stopping a cycle here. You are stopping an ancestral cycle. And by doing that, I think it creates like an opportunity of prosperity for you. Huh? It creates prosperity. It's like you're stepping out of a karmic cycle. Like there's a rut in the road. You and your ancestors have been going up and down, up and down, up and down, up. Ooh, prosperity. Who am I? Like there's also maybe you haven't been able to understand who you are authentically here. A period of authenticity is coming towards you. I mean, it could be a person. It could be somebody who is very authentic. This person, they mean what they say. They do what they say. Groundedness. Groundedness in the past. It's important to ground yourself and not become disconnected or flighty. Avoid drama. Avoid too much daydreaming. Excuse me. True humility is a positive trait. So that's in the past. Maybe you were like looking at things like straight on. Looking at the facts, Jack. Make new plans, Dan. Don't need to be coy, Roy. All right. Your ego consciousness is companionship. Is this like who you are? Is this what you're seeking? But it's all about like good companionship, right? Loyal, trustworthy, optimism. Wow, you're optimistic. That's excellent. You're optimistic about loyal people in your life. That's a great energy. You're optimistic about loyal people, honest people, ethical people. Yeah, I'm seeing, oh, 941. I don't know why I'm drawn to that. 9 and 41. What you're being asked to release here is a cycle. Maybe it's a cycle of pessimism. I don't know if there's a pessimism card. Vision. Sun in Pisces. Maybe you're releasing... Cycle of vision is weird to be releasing that. Because because your backstory here is being really grounded and realistic. Can we just stop for a second? I just want to see what that is, because vision, a cycle of vision, cycle of visions. Maybe you have visions. When this card is selected, the questioner may be dreaming of escape in the form of a long-distance voyage or other get-away-from-it-all activity. The vision card may also indicate a new interest, and very often some ability in psychology and/or psychic research. It suggests that at some time in the future, the person asking the question may be involved with a large institution, and that service to others will provide great satisfaction, recognition, and fulfillment. Events, a sacrifice, a mystery or a confusion of imagination and reality, a chance to escape, a miracle, situations in which one loses the plot. Okay, so if you've been confused, let's just say, I mean, it's Pisces energy. If you've been confused, you're releasing that cycle. Like, no more confusion. You're not gonna be confused anymore. You'll be optimistic about the opportunities for relationships in front of you. Now, because there's also, this card also talks about boundaries, right? So it's kind of coming through to me that you have this optimism, at least your ego does have an optimism here about you and relationships. And it's kind of probably because you are feeling comfortable identifying what is authentic, what isn't authentic, where someone is genuine or they're not genuine, okay? And you are being asked to release a cycle of, it feels like confusion. Are visions real? Is reality a vision? You know, like all that stuff. Embrace ancestors. Embrace. Restlessness. Interesting. Mercury in Aries. Embrace the restlessness here. Stop this cycle and embrace. Family dysfunction stops here. That's weird, but embrace restlessness. Maybe you're leaving something. I feel like you're leaving something. Or you're leaving some type of dysfunction. If it's not your actual family, it could be like friends or people that have you've been with that are very dysfunctional. Honor those who honor you. That's what you're supposed to embrace. Embrace your restlessness. I feel like this Mercury and Aries talks about like news too. It talks about, it's funny because if this medicine, What does that say, that wheel? South, north, it's just direction. Maybe you should research something here about ancestors. That's interesting too. Some type of research. It gives me a feeling like you should go on some type of adventure here. Seek something out. Look for answers. Do something different from how your ancestors have been doing it. Hidden positive factor that you're unaware of is prosperity, convention, Venus in Capricorn. Venus in Capricorn is kind of a funny card. Like, it talks about, right? Like, the word convention is there. But it honestly does talk about relationships that are not conventional. So, okay, maybe there is prosperity to be had in relationships that are not conventional. Oh, maybe that's part of the dysfunction here. It's creating an unconventional relationship. Maybe it's creating relationships that feel good for you, where you feel like you can be your authentic self, and the people around you feel like they can be their authentic selves. But this is bucking some type of conventional or ancestral, you know, like it's different from what people would suspect. There is prosperity in that. The energy that is approaching you is authenticity. It's interesting, you're dog and it is wolf. I'm not showing me the Modern Spellcasters Tarot, the Moon card. One is a German Shepherd on one side and the other one is a wolf. You have the domesticated dog and then you have the wolf. That's interesting. Something to do with the moon. Oh, the moon in Sagittarius. The moon in Sagittarius. The sun in Pisces. The sun, something that you're being asked to release. The truth of a vision. Maybe there's a vision here that is untrue. The authentic wolf is the energy that is approaching you. Practicality. The moon in Capricorn. Well, Venus in Capricorn is bucking conventionality and bringing prosperity. And you've got authenticity and practicality is coming towards you. Criticism is at the bottom. I feel like in yours, I want to read, like, restlessness. Let's look at this. What is Mercury in Aries? This is embracing. When this card is drawn, it indicates a great need for the questioner to scribble down thoughts and ideas on paper. This could set the inquirer on the road to becoming a writer of some kind. Oh, look at that. Oh, didn't you also have something? Oh, another income. A new stream of income. Maybe you should be writing something to get a new stream of income here. The restlessness card can sometimes suggest a long, drawn-out dispute with much correspondence. Okay, embrace that. With an ancestor? Events, research or detective work, competitive written work or discussion, taking up creative writing, a big argument, spontaneous communication, contact with the media. Okay, that's the thing that I feel like there's some sort of media energy attached to that. I feel like there could be something here that you've wanted to say. There could be something here that you've wanted to say. Or there could be somebody who wants to say something to you. It could be somebody who wants to say something to you. And this is asking you maybe to embrace this. That's interesting. And it might be from an ancestor, like a relative, no? So you might have a relative who's restless to communicate with you. Maybe this is a relative that you are not in communication with right now. Or maybe there's some ideas here that you and this person might share back and forth for a bit. Embrace that. What's the practicality? The moon and Capricorn. I just want to see if... This one does talk about, like, unconventional things, which I can't not forget that, because it's complete opposite of what the card says. Moon and Capricorn. This is what energy that's approaching you. Drawing this card suggests that the person to whom it refers will be brought prominently before the public eye. It indicates ability in the political or community field. If this is not already part of life, it could become important. The cards suggest exceptional organization abilities that need a vehicle to bring about success. Often, the practicality card indicates the assistance of a prominent or successful woman in advancing the career of the person asking the question. Oh, so there's somebody, an authentic woman, possibly, who's coming forward to, I don't know, move your career forward. That ain't bad. Events. Social work, practical assistance, recognition for patient and unassuming work. Achievement through diligence. You could be getting a reward too of some sort for actually, like, just going through with that. You know, being diligent. Good work. Thirsty. All right, your ego consciousness, you're optimistic about honest, ethical relationships. The moon, it's funny with the moon in Sagittarius, so it's kind of like, well, I don't know where I'm going though. It's more the moon in Sagittarius. The King of Wands. You're courageous. Maybe this is like someone in your life. You're optimistic about this person. Are you optimistic about this person? Or you're optimistic that this person exists out there somewhere as a courageous, brave, charismatic, honest, ethical friend. Hey, that's a good thing. Somebody else was told to be optimistic. Was that in an extended? I don't remember that now. I think it was Taurus was told to be optimistic. That's how the reader child wanted them to respond. Be optimistic. Strategic and optimistic. That's okay. What are you being asked to release? The cycle's vision. Oh, anxiety. A cycle of anxiety over your visions and ideas and dreams. Okay. See, sometimes we need the third card. Sometimes. Anyone who's doing tarot, 3 cards always seems to work well. Like if you pull 1 card, 3 cards are usually good to clarify it. And in this case, 3 cards works. This is releasing a cycle where you have had mind games, where you've had, I don't know, difficulty envisioning something. Even your ego is switching here. Your ego wants to be optimistic, because this is not an optimistic. It's to put something behind you. Put some sort of worry and anxiety behind you here about relationships and companionships with people. If you're really kind of like, you know, is there someone out there who is ethical and kind and honest and courageous and brave and charismatic? And is there someone out there who's the whole goddamn package? Be optimistic about it. Yeah, maybe you've had a vision that there is. And you're like, no, it can't be true. No, there's no way. Can't be true. Stop saying that. Stop it. Now, Gemini, what are you being asked to embrace? Restlessness ancestors. You might even have a relative here who wants to travel or do something with you. You should do it. Maybe you have a relative here who wants to talk to you back and forth for a while. So the 2 of Pentacles. That's odd. Juggling your resources. This little section doesn't feel, you know how like your release area feels like those all came together to really tell you what. I want to say that these even possibly feel separate. Each one is an individual thing to here to embrace. Embrace your bloodline. I don't know what it is. Okay, embrace your bloodline. So to embrace your bloodline and also stating that family dysfunction stops here. Is that like to acknowledge that maybe you've changed a pattern here and it's beneficial to you and all of your ancestors, past, present, and future? Honor those who honor you. So who honors you? Be yourself on your own terms. That's what you should embrace here. Are you restless? Do you have a restless mind? Restless fingers? Embrace that. And be practical. Juggle your resources. Like, you know, do your day-to-day. I think there's something here about being creative. Being creative. Manage your day-to-day here. You might have like family situations that require your attention at times. Your embrace is kind of like practical but adventurous. The hidden positive factor is convention prosperity. The Eight of Pentacles. Long, diligent, all the diligent work shit was over there with authenticity. Or no, it was practicality. Oh, this Capricorn. You know how Capricorn loves that. Capricorn, do a good job. Do a good job. Oh, this is Sun in Virgo, though. Interesting. Diligent, devoted growth in service. This brings prosperity. Do good work in the world. I'm just hearing like a hidden factor. This is somebody who's true to their word. I don't know. Maybe this person's well off too. I don't know. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Is it like, let's name it all off here for you, Gemini. Okay. This is a firm and ethical person. This person seeks loyalty and honesty in relationships. They're supportive and not competitive. They will change or accept what they don't like about themselves. They're courageous and brave and charismatic. They're procreation. He wants to. You know, you're going to have the whole package. You might as well literally have the whole package. And then they're also true to their word, and they're diligent and devoted. And maybe they're rich. I don't know. Is this like turning into one of those readings like, okay. I don't know. Is there somewhere that you work or something that you do or something that you could end up doing that's not very conventional? Let's read that card. What? Because even the Eight of Pentacles feels conventional. Am I forgetting it wrong? Are we having one of those days? I don't know. It was one of those days. I went to Costco. Fuck me. Early this morning. I got there at 9:02. The parking lot was packed. It's Monday. Supposed to be like that. The whole time in there, I'm like, okay, Cindy, you can do this. There's too many people. There's too many people. I did it. I was okay. I took my breaths. I stood on the side. Okay. When this card is chosen, it often indicates a romantic liaison with someone much older or younger. A marriage or affair with a great age difference. See? A relationship with a famous or important person. A new friend of some influence. No, you're going to meet somebody at work. Maybe. You get your ass out there and work. Get your ass out there and work, Gemini. You're going to meet somebody. I don't know. There's something really nice about this relationship or this person. You seem optimistic. That's so good. You should. Because optimism, like that energy, don't be a pushover and don't accept things that you know aren't what your optimism is directed towards, right? No. And just because you don't see it right in front of your face immediately doesn't mean it ain't coming. Be optimistic. You've got it, so keep it going. So practicality. Authentic practicality. It's words here. It's funny. Authentic practicality is coming towards Gemini. That I feel like this is going to be a very much like summer winter relationship, if that's what this is. The Two of Swords and the Magician. Well, shit me. Look at that. I don't know, you manifesting something. You are. You're manifesting something. Your intuition will tell you. Strong sword energy, strong you, strong Mercury. I don't know what else to say. This is what it is. Optimistic about a really amazing relationship. Okay, that's what your ego is saying. And you're being asked, release any worries about a period of... Release worries that you have about a period of visions or ideas or dreams that you've had. Maybe these dreams or ideas are showing you towards something that you should be optimistic about, okay? And then, I don't know, I think you might be doing some sort of long distance communication with someone here. It could be a relative. It could also be maybe some sort of travel for relative, or some sort of relative coming towards you, or you or a relative could feel very restless about doing that. It is to kind of manage that. Maybe it is like manage your own life, and maybe you're going back and forth, visiting a relative. You should embrace it. And this whole hidden factor in the energy that it's approaching you, I'm going to tell you, this is, if it's not like romantic, I feel like for some of you it is. Others of you, it's a very good friend. And this person this is a steadfast friend, man. Like, this is really, there's going to be something very different between you and this person. It could be age. It could be career choices. It could be race, nationality. I don't know what it is, but it's quite different. And it looks like a good thing, though. I mean, an authentic, practical person. Hopefully they could be a bit of a dreamer. Yeah, maybe. The Hanged Man at the bottom. The Hanged Man at the bottom. So, changing your perspective. Have you had a psychic enlightenment? Have you willingly, it's funny, it's almost like willingly sacrificing the ego to be optimistic. Willingly sacrificing the ego to be optimistic. Oh, there you go, Gemini. I'm going to go do the extended gems. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is your inner child or your deeper soul asking or requesting of you? And we're going to ask, how is your ego responding to that ask or request? And then we'll also ask, how would your inner child or deeper soul like you to respond to that request? Thank you so much, gems. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.